What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, the channel where we keep things real. And today I'm so excited because I've got a special guest with me, and you can see that she's a beautiful lady with a lovely smile. Her name is Fajira, and she's got a YouTube channel called Fajira's Concept. You know, she asked me, can we do a collab? I was like, what is a collab? Because me, I'm very backward, guys. So she has taught me what a collab is, and today I'm going to be collaborating with her, and I'm really excited because this is the first time that I'm doing a collab with anyone. So it's a special day for me. And the good news is she's going to be telling us about other ways to come to UK other than taking the healthcare assistant route, senior care assistant route, nursing route, doctor's route, any other route. There's another cheaper and faster way of coming to UK, which she's going to be sharing with us today. And she's going to start by introducing herself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to her YouTube channel so that you go and check out the great content that she has in her channel, and you subscribe to her channel, and I'm sure you will not regret it, guys, because her content is really great.
I heard they asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I twerk. No comparison. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage.
So may you please introduce yourself?
Wow, thank you so much, Pauline. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be on your channel, to see your beautiful subscribers. Hello, everyone. She's a very lovely friend. And when we talked about this collab, which was, I think, a week ago, she's somebody that she's easy to access, and she's a lovable person, always sharing up. So I'm so happy to have this collab. I think this is my second collab, and I'm so excited that I'm having it with a lovely person like this. So guys, my name is Faith, but popularly known as Fajira. Fajira came out of Faith Ejira. So my YouTube name is Fajira's Concept. So I came into the UK about 10 years ago as a student, and I've been here till now, which is why I'm here on this channel to tell you that apart from the healthcare routes, the senior carers route, the carers route, there is another route, which is the student route, that is very also easy for you to come into the UK with. Thank you so much, Pauline, for having me here today.
You're most welcome. All right.
Yeah.
So Fajira, you are saying that you came here as a student. That's about 10 years ago. And you're saying this is an easier route for one to come to UK. May you please explain to people why you're saying this is an easier route for one to come to UK? What are the steps? What are the processes involved, and all that? Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Pauline. And to your audience, and to my audience, my lovely audience watching me from Pauline's channel. Yeah, I said that coming to the UK as a student is a very easy route. Honestly, it's very easy. And I'm going to back that with some of the things I'm going to be telling you in this video. So I came in 10 years ago as a student. And unfortunately, when I came in January. No, I was supposed to come in February, but because I had my wedding in February, I pushed my admission to September. So now, when I came in September, people that came in January were entitled to PSW, which is, we all know as a post-study work visa. But for us that came in September of 2021, we were not entitled to that. So we just had to study for the number of months we're supposed to study and go back to our country. So, which was really sad at that time, that we had to study and go back to our country because this post-study visa was not available. So, but now, the UK government has made things very easy. This post-study visa is now available. So if you're coming as a student, one of the things you need to do is for you to look out for a school, not a too expensive school. And I've made a video on top 10 cheapest university you can also look out for a school that you can apply to. And the good news is a lot of schools now are not asking you to pay your full teacher fee. So if you look at for the school you want to apply to and apply, and fortunately you gain the admission into the school. So what the school will ask you to pay is just maybe 3-4% of your teacher fee. I know of a university that when you apply, the teacher fee is 7,500 a year, but now it has increased to £8,500 a year. You're only asked to pay only £2,000 from your country. So you paying £2,000 from your country is just to pay some part of your school fees. And when you get here, you will work and pay the remaining school fees. So one of the things the universities, a lot of universities, not one, because I'm in touch with so many of them, what they have done differently is for them to make this payments by installments. So it doesn't look so much in your mind or in your head. So for instance, if your school fees is £11,000 and you are able to pay £2,000 before you come, they can spread the remaining £9,000 for 9 months. So you can be paying £1,000 every month. And remember that you will be working. So once you're able to get your admission, you pay that little amount of school fees. You can apply for your visa and show some proof of fund that you can take care of yourself for 9 months. Just the amount that you're supposed to show that you can take care of yourself for 9 months is just supposed to be in your account for only 28 days. But I used to tell people to keep it up to 31 days so that you don't go for your visa application and they said it was remaining 1 day. So for you to be on the safe side, you leave that money in your account for 31 days. Now, a lot of people have been asking that, how do I raise this money to put in my account? People now, they collect from family, they collect from friends, and they put that lump sum in their account for that 28 to 31 days and now go for their visa. So once their visa is out, they return the money back to whoever means they have collected it from. And they can now come over and start working. So as they are working, they are paying their rent, they are also paying their school fees. But remember, as a student, you're only entitled to work for 20 hours during school section. But if you're out of school session, you can work even 150 hours a week, any amount of hours. But during school section, you're only allowed to work for only 20 hours. But now, if you're working with NHS as a healthcare assistant, or if you're doing any job as a student with NHS, the 20 hours now have been lifted, so you can work for numerous hours, provided you're working for NHS. So this is how you can actually come in, get your admission, pay some part of your school fees, show proof of fund that you can take care of yourself for 9 months, get to UK, start working and be paying the remaining school fees. And after you do that, you know that there is already a post-study work visa. So after your study, you can now switch to post-study work visa. But some people used to be very lucky to get another job that will just take them to tier 2 visa instead of doing the post-study visa. Okay. So I hope this little explanation helps.
That is so much valuable information. All the things that you've said, I never knew about them. And I'm quite excited by the fact that you are saying you can now actually work for more than 20 hours per week if you are working for the NHS, which means if you just manage to raise the £2,000 to pay your initial tuition fee, if you come here to UK, you can immediately start working as a healthcare assistant. And we all know that a healthcare assistant, you get £10, 10 cents or £10.50 all the way to £14-15 an hour. And if you get that much, some healthcare assistants, they earn up to £1,500, £2,000 per month, £2,800 per month. And if you do extra shifts, obviously in the NHS, it's going to you're going to generate more money, which means you have at least maybe £2,000 every month from working as a healthcare assistant, and you can pay your tuition fees on a monthly basis. That is really great news, and thank you so much for this information. I never knew about all that. I'm hearing it for the first time, actually.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, you see that there's another route which you can use to come here to UK.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that if you come and learn here in UK, even if you work as a healthcare assistant, you can always go back to your job when you've qualified,
Yeah.
and you are guaranteed of a good future, good life, good everything. So you might consider taking the student route to come to UK. I've noted that quite a number of people from Nigeria really take this route, right?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of us came through studies. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it not difficult for you to mix work and school at the same time? Like you have to go to school, then you have to come and work. Because I've heard other people say sometimes when you're a student, you can actually choose the live-in carer job and be working as a live-in carer. Or do you think that is easy?
For me, I would say if you're a student and if you're coming through studies, working as a living carer is not the option. You can work as a day carer, like you just go and come back because you still have some coursework. Remember, they will be monitoring you. If you're not studying, the university will send you an email or they will send an email to home office. And you know when home office is after you, you will not be comfortable. So if you're coming as a student, it is advisable that you get a job that you'll be doing day or maybe night, but not a living carer job. You can actually balance it. Now you can work on days that you don't have lectures or you don't have anything doing. But the good thing, you know what COVID has brought to us now? COVID has made a lot of students to be studying from home.
Wow.
And they don't really go to the face. I know a couple of people that came that never went to class any day, but they've graduated. They were just doing online studies. So you have to like balance your work and school, because if you come in and say you just want to work, at some point the school will send a letter to say you're not attending classes. So you're better off coming, balancing your work, go to work when you're free, come to school when you're supposed to have your classes and do your coursework. And schooling can be really demanding as well. So it's good for you to like balance it too, not to go into living career. Living career, you'll be there for some weeks and you may have to do something in school and you're not available to do it.
Okay. So would you recommend people to take this route to come to UK as students, and why?
Okay. Yeah, I would really recommend people because, you know, the healthcare route now, a lot of people are rushing. Like it's hot cake. When I mean hot cake, and it will not get to everybody. You know, it will not get to everybody. Like, for instance, if 1,000 people are going after it, maybe 200-300 people will get it. But if you're a student, if you're someone that is, if you want to come as a student, you're sure that the school is going to grant you admission. You're not in competition with anybody. You know that the school will grant you the admission. All you need to do is just to save for the tuition fee, the little amount you're supposed to pay, depending on the university you're going to, and putting in your account. So for school, you're really rest assured that you are going to get the admission. But with the healthcare route, you're just there. It's not like you won't get a job, but you know, everybody is applying. You're not sure if you're going to get it. Yeah. But if you're coming as a student, you know that if you apply to the school, is either the school will say, oh, bring this document, this one is not complete, you have to bring it, you know, but you're sure of getting your admission. So I will always recommend the studies route for people that are really desperate to come in this year, September. The study route is another very good route to come in because you're rest assured that you're going to get your school admission.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. And thank you so much for this valuable information. So guys, this is valuable information. If you have done your A-levels and you have passed, you might consider applying to come and study here in UK. And the beauty of it, like she has already said, while you are studying, you can also be working, which means you not have to worry much about the tuition fee because you're going to be working and paying your own fees. The only help will be maybe trying to gather the funds, the initial £2,000 that you have to pay. But if you sacrifice and get that £2,000 and come here to UK, you're just assured that you are set for life because you know that in UK, that's where the greener pastures are. Of course, they're not very green, but they are greener than in most places. So you might consider grabbing this opportunity, guys.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming to my channel, guys. And thank you so much, Fajira, for blessing us with your all this knowledge and your beautiful smile. Your smile always.
Let me smile for you.
So may you kindly subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well for having me. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.